Hey, HannahMouse1 here. Welcome to another devlog for A Farmer's Life, the farming game that I'm making in Scratch. In this video, I made some music for the game and tidied up a few things as we steamroll towards the next update's release. So I started off in Soundtrap, which is a free online version of something like GarageBand, and is what I use for all of my music in all of my games. Now, if you've seen some of my past videos, you probably know that making music is not my forte, and I have a pretty scrappy method for putting some passable tracks together. It starts with picking out an instrument that kind of fits the vibe that I want for the piece, then hitting random keys on the keyboard to create the main melody. I then use the piano reel to physically shape and manipulate these notes to make them more appealing to the ear, and then added more instruments to create a certain atmosphere. For instance, the quarry, I wanted a lonely, desolate open feel, so I used a high bell-like sound for the main melody, and didn't use any other instruments to make it feel more isolating. In contrast, the shop has multiple different instruments to create a more familiar feel. The instruments and sounds that I chose also reflected the atmosphere or vibes of the place where they play. So in the track that plays in the blacksmith, there's a rhythmic drum beat and a high metallic ting to try and subtly invoke the idea of a hammer striking an anvil. And the hardware store used a synth based on Foley sounds to create a sense of practicality or physicality that I associate with DIY. Or for a few tracks, I would try and consider what genre of music fit the atmosphere. So for the barn, I chose instruments that I would associate with Western music, as that's a genre that I connect with animal ranchers. I created tracks for the quarry, the blacksmith, the shop, the hardware store, the lab, and the barn. Only one for each